What is up, guys? It's your girl Triple B, and I'll have to tell y'all what I did here, but in another video, or at least later on. So I started doing this thing, and then I was like, you know what? Let me make a video about it and explain it to y'all. So let's see, where should I start? Alright, so first thing I'll start off is stretching. I guess stretching, I think that's what this would be. So when I was a kid, like probably, I was still in school, so I think I was like 12, something like that. I used to be able to have something like, okay, so like above my head, try to get far back enough. So I would be like here, and I would be able to go all the way back and then back around with it being about like there. I can't do that anymore. But I was thinking, I was like, man, because I've been super sore lately due to a lot of jumping, but you know, it's all good. I was thinking that these stretches or whatever you would call it might help though, and I got my story stick, so this is a whole nother story too. I'll make a different video on that, but I was like, this should definitely be long enough. And so at first I grabbed it and I was like, ooh, that's a little bit stiff. So I grabbed, now this is this long, and I was like, that was stiff. Okay, I can do it now because anyway, so I grabbed my towel that I'll use for my hair, drying it, or pre-drying it, whatever, because it's not completely dry when anyway, so I got this. This is about, it's about 6 inches longer than the stick, and you know, it was good. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna put music over this and basically show you what I do. And so little by little, I'll inch up and inch up. As you see there, I'll just inch up and inch up. And then I got to about here, and that's about where my story stick is. So I just do it a few times. I won't go too long. I need to make sure that I'm not stressing myself and hurting myself. So I think that's pretty good with the towel, and I can go toward my story stick. So I'll take it at both ends, completely both ends. And you want to make sure you breathe when you're doing this. I think most people can do this, but I'm very, I don't know what you'll call it. One, I'm big boned, and I'm more muscular than anything. I mean, I got a lot of fat on me too, but I'm muscular, so things don't really stretch how they would stretch on most girls or women or whatever. So yeah, so it's a little bit harder for me. I went to school with this one girl. Okay, I went to school with this one girl. Let's see, her name was Talia. She was pretty cool. She was probably one of, well, I don't know, she was one of the cool girls. Like, she was popular, but she wasn't, she wasn't the kind that bullied kids. But she was able, so one day, I think we were in 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade, and she had a small thing like this big, and she would go all the way back with it. She was really flexible. She probably was a cheerleader in high school. She was also on track, and she was really good at running. But I always had handcuffs and stuff, so I cuffed her, and then she did that. And so most people find it disgusting, but I thought it was so cool because she's what do you call that, like double jointed. And the way it looked when it rolled, I was like, that is so cool. She was awesome. That girl, amazing. But yeah, I thought that was super cool that she could do that. And I think that's probably why I started doing it. But I made my way to where I could inch like that big. I can't do it now. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. So this kind of story time and stretching time. But she was really cool. So you don't want to, if you are doing this, you don't want to overdo it, because you will pop something or stretch something too much, and it will be all kinds of whacked out. So I'm sticking at the ends of the story stick. You see where it is on my hand. But now, if I just keep doing this every day, get good stretches in with it, then one day I'll be good enough where I could be this high up, or even this high up, or even this high up. Okay, not that possible. But oh, there you go. Okay, so my goal for whenever I end up stopping this would be this knot. This is the first knot going here. So right there. That's that big. My goal is really to be past it, but I think that might be stretching it. But I would really like for my goal to be right there, past the knot. But when I get up to the knot, that's going to be celebration time. So it's a whole hand, basically. So right there. Oh, it's a whole hand and a half, maybe, because I'm right here. So I want to make sure I do this for a few minutes every day. Okay, to be honest, I probably won't remember to do it every day. I'll try to. And you want to go back and forth with your arms straight, or like straight. You don't want to bend them. I keep bending them coming back up because, I don't really care about coming back up that much. But if you want to do it the right way, how to get your shoulders a little bit more flexible, or just to relieve some pain and or whatever, But my main thing is going backward, not really much going forward. Going forward does stretch in different muscles. I don't know. I've never been a stretcher, so I don't know if there's actually terms that go with stretching. I'm more of a muscle person. But okay, so this is running on 9 minutes. I might as well stop this one and go to a different one. I'll explain my story about my story stick in another video. And I also want to tell y'all about how I used to do 22 push-ups every day, and I got it basically regular for about 6 months. I won't say every day, but every other day. And sometimes I do it flat on the ground, but most of the times I do it up on my desk because I want to do handstand push-up. Another thing I used to be able to do as a child, the handstand. I can't do it no more. And I'll also explain in another video about my new setup. I mean, if y'all haven't noticed, I've never had my camera like this before. And like right now, y'all are on my mirror. If you remember me ever making a video from my bed where this way, and y'all are looking into my mirror and y'all can see the back of my head, yeah, y'all are on my mirror. But I'll have to explain that in another video. I'll explain it with my phone, probably. Well, no, I'll explain it on my tablet, but I'll show you my phone. Yeah. So So let me do. How many videos did I just say I was going to do for y'all? I have to explain the story stick. I'll have to explain the push-ups. I'll probably explain those in the same video. And I'll explain the tablet. I might do that in the same video, depending on the time. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, hallelujah, and stay locked.
What if the trouble is with me?
It can't be. I refuse to lose the vision I have of this champion me. I'm planting my feet, and I'm pointing my finger at my problems.